Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the portfolio. The portfolio is rolling, man. We are at $87,000, up 2.8%, up 2,400 bucks. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to all-time highs yet again. We've been stuck around the higher 80K range for almost 2 months now. The highest we've been in the portfolio was 93,000, so that's mainly due to AMD getting to all-time highs at one day of 580 bucks, and AMD's at 480, right? So AMD needs to go up $100 for us to get back to that. But if AMD does hit $100, we'll probably be at $13,000 more from where we're at right now. So if AMD theoretically hits that new all-time high in the next couple months, and all my stocks are about the same price, we will be at 100K. That was the ultimate goal for the beginning of this year. I made a goal that I wanted to hit $100,000 before the end of the year. Uh, I didn't really think I was gonna be able to hit it. I was thinking more like 75,000 was more achievable, but 100K being more like out of the range. And we're actually getting pretty close to that. And we're still in August, man. We still have a little more than 4 months left, which is still a long time. I'm still planning on depositing more to the portfolio. I'm always depositing about $700 to about $1,000, sometimes even a little bit less, depending on how many hours I'm able to do of overtime. But we want to get to that 100K, man. We want to get to those six figures in this portfolio. This buying power right here, this is all margin, right? So I'm not really trying to spend this buying power. Let's actually click on it real quick. See, my buying power is 53,000. I already used $39,000 in margin. I'm not trying to spend any more. As you can see, my portfolio is 63% above my maintenance level, so I do not want to get that any lower. I want to continue to deposit and get that margin down. I would only use this $53,000 if we see insane discounts right now. But as of right now, all my stocks are doing very well, right? Let's actually look at total percentage change. Almost every single stock I've been buying is in the green by a decent amount, except for two, right? Celsius and Meta. And I would want to see Meta under 550 bucks before I buy some more. So that's one stock that I'm looking at. And Celsius, over time, if Celsius continues to stay around this price or goes lower, I may continue to add to Celsius, right? But this is a long-term play. I don't want to get this position too huge. I want to see the turnaround before I add any more money, but I'm pretty comfortable with the money I have right now. If it goes on to 25, maybe I'll add a little bit more, but I never know what happens. But this money right here, this 53,000 will probably continue to add up until I see any significant weakness in the market. If somehow we start seeing a big crash or a big correction, then I'll be able to deploy this money and get in. Maybe we see, for example, AMD being 480 in the 480s right now. What if we see AMD go down to 424, under around 400, low 400? Then maybe I'll be able to start buying some more AMD stock. I think around that price is pretty good. It usually bounces back pretty strong, so that would be a pretty easy money play right there. Maybe I put a decent amount of money into AMD at 400, and if it continues to go down, maybe 350, probably buy some. Same thing with any other stocks that I own. If I see SoFi going back down to 15 bucks even, if I see that kind of move, I think that would be an easy money play. So that's the only way I would probably use that margin. But I'll keep increasing my buying power as time goes on. Maybe there might not be no correction this year, so the buying power will probably continue up to 60 or 70,000. In that case, whenever there is a correction or drop, the more buying power I have, the more money we're going to be able to put into the market whenever there is weakness. And then whenever the bounce back does happen, we'll be able to make a shit ton of money when the bounce back does happen. And it always happens, and it always happens pretty quick, So, or if it doesn't happen very quick and it continues to go down, we just keep dollar cost averaging as prices keep going lower and lower, right? What if we see NVIDIA somehow goes past 190, which it hasn't been able to, if it goes back to 170 or 150? That'll be a freaking steal deal that'll put a lot of money into it. And that NVIDIA will probably bounce back. So that's kind of the plan with the money that I'm stacking right now. So I'll probably deposit another 500 to 1,000 on Monday or Tuesday when I get paid. So the buying power is going to continue to increase up to 55,000, maybe 56,000, and every week continue to add until the portfolio hits 100K, and then boom, we're gonna have to make a new goal, maybe to get to 250,000 by the end of next year, something crazy that may be achievable, but has to be a pretty good goal to hit.